All right. We are live on YouTube right now. Candidates who are with us, um, kindly give us 2 more minutes to share the screen. Okay, we are ready now. I hope all of you have downloaded this PDF file as well. So what we're going to do today is simply we are going to overview again that whatever we have planned according to the last 5 chapters that we have done and that you have included in your proposal, how we're going to analyze and show it to your investors and donors that whatever you're inputting is valid to the market need or the segment needs that you're looking for. So in that, we need to go through certain ways. The three very clear way is metrics and indicators, evaluation methods, and reporting. When we want to work for metrics and indicators, please know that we need to make sure that the project that we're working for especially aligns with the vision of your organization and the current mission of your organization. And that, let me recap again, that only be done by recalling the past events, the past projects, and the success and continuation rates. Okay. And after putting down these details, we have to move towards the turnouts. All right. And also how much candidates you have retained or what is the success rate. And it would be best if you keep it in the tabular form. Okay. Numbers, let numbers speaks. And after that, you need to make sure of one thing, just one thing, that the continuity and the alignment of your project. And also you mentioned that once you're successfully done with this project, what you're going to do next. What is your next step? So when we are reading it, we also understand that if we successfully complete this project with you as an investor, as a donor, anyway, what would be the future aspects for me? How I can expand my market reach with you? Because whenever we are collaborating, it should be a win-win situation. So link to objectives, that means that after finishing project, what is next? What would be your next step? Okay. So please, if you have any question, please raise hand. Right now, if you have any questions, please raise hand or write in the chat box. Yes, Sandia? Sandia, I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, lovely. I can hear you now.
Okay. I was saying with regards to the risk, the metrics and indicators, and the evaluation methods, would a risk assessment be more or less the correct template, or do we need to utilize, or does it need to be something a lot simpler?
Okay. Okay. For now, I'm just talking about metrics and indicator. It should be in tabular form. Okay. Let number define itself. Okay. After defining your past, your present, and future, all right, in numbers, and also in some of the statements in summary, when you move towards evaluation method, that means you need to show that you have done surveys, some market surveys of your current candidates or alumni or current consumers or future customers through online form, okay, or some business meetings where you can see that this is gap in the market and this product or service or project can fulfill the requirement, what is missing. All right, and also you will place in your observation as well. All right, as a person who is trying to bring in quality, either in the market or in as a capacity building program for the community, you need to design by involving the community or market, involving the people who are genuinely working in the market by showing some meetings or some headings that we met, we collaborated, or maybe as a meeting we find out XYZ. You went to some conference, we observed these things, we meet such individuals and we found out these are the gaps. All right, and my observation is also, or our observation is also like this, like between year this to year that this change is utterly needed, looking at the vision of the future vision or future demand of the community, of the market. We need to mold this idea to bring in the bridge, the relevant bridge to fulfill the gap. Okay, you should show your efforts towards market research by involving yourself with the community and with the people who are genuinely working for the community as well, or the market pioneers and the consumer and customers. Okay, so that's why we say, surveys, interviews, and observations, you need to just mention that. Okay, so we all know that, data collection procedures, right? How we collect the data. You can just make online form, or you can meet people, go to the market and fill the form and look into the details. Okay. And when we are calculating these methods, all right, I hope you all know about SPSS. Do you know how to use that to analyze the data? Just raise hand if you
I
don't know.
know.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay, we will come up with another session in which I will tell you how we can analyze the data you have brought in and how you can write in your own words. Okay, I will definitely come up with another workshop in which I will tell you exactly how to do that. For meanwhile, how you can just bring in quality assurance for now to fulfill your proposal requirement according to this proposal is simply whatever your survey say, your business to business meeting says, all right, or your observation says. You need to write it down in both quantitative and qualitative form, in numbers and in your words. What does that mean? What that your number means.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much. Ruha Bete, you just raise your hand.
Ma'am, can you just give a practical example, like in yesterday's session, you gave the example of youth empowerment
Yes.
training sessions. So about this evaluation. Secondly, can you explain me, is this the process before executing the project or during the project?
Before executing the project, because we need to know, right, why. Because everybody is working towards empowerment, youth empowerment, right? So what particular aspect you're looking for that you feel like it's still there in the community and you need to work. For example, everybody works towards designing, right? So why your designs, your product designs are so different that you feel like it will, fulfill the gap in the market. Okay. So for the funds, for the projects or your products as an entrepreneur, we need to understand which area you are meeting that we not able to observe or fulfill the gap. We need to understand that. So for the step-by-step example, you can see that for the metrics and indicators, there are two examples. Increase in participants' academic performance as measured by pre- and post-test scores in maths and literacy. So this youth empowerment program could be that, in academia, some subjects are being undermined. Youth are not being improved. You're not scoring well. Maybe you can work towards that, okay? And then after that, participant satisfaction rates based on post-program surveys. So how you can do that? For example, Beta, you have done some leadership boot camps, okay? So why you have taken that leadership boot camp? Because you feel like the youth in Pakistan is not being polished the way it should be to lead the community. So you are coming up with such boot camps. Okay. So your past expertise or involvement with boot camp, after that you will ask for the feedback or for the survey, what they have learned from you. But after fulfilling that survey, what you're going to do is simply you need to know your participants on a longer term. You have to keep themselves involved to you. So you can see that either the participants have grown with you or not. Are they practicing the elements that you taught or not? Okay, so you will put the evaluation of that involvement after the time period that you have involved with bootcamp in that report. So what was the output? That would be your observation. Okay, in metrics and indicators. Am I clear here, Ruhab?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Please, ma'am, I'm
Yeah.
lost. Can you take it over
Yes.
again,
Yes, ma'am.
please?
Yeah, so understand one thing, either you're entrepreneur, you're working to expand your product, or you are a community leader bringing in projects to improve the capacity building of your community. You are not going to state that we have done this, now we need this from you. Okay, you have done that. So what's the output? So you need to give us clear picture, clear environment, clear networking. Okay, small environment, and you have to give us the observation. Whatever you had done before was the output. And looking at the output, you feel like something is missing. It's not up to the mark. We need to improve more. So we have to bring in this change and we will put in this program on this product and we're going to improve ourselves, our community, or the product, and we're going to do better. So we need to understand that part. Okay, baby steps. Because we don't know what you're doing, what you have done. You will lead us to that by taking us in your confidence, okay? And we will then, when we are in your confidence, we're going to take step with you. We need clear picture, okay? Are we good with here?
Yes,
Everyone?
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah?
thank you.
Okay. So let's move towards the next part, that is evaluation method. In the example, you can see that, pre and post program surveys to assess participant knowledge and satisfaction. That is for the community leaders who are coming up with projects for the community. But for the entrepreneurs, it would be pre and post product survey or service, surveys to assess consumers' knowledge and satisfaction. Okay, the words would be changed. So we need to know how consumer felt experiencing your product or service and how you're going to improve yourself on the next step while you're expanding your product or service, understanding your consumers and your potential customers. Then for methods, qualitative interviews with participants and stakeholders to gather feedback on the program impact. Again, that's for the community leaders. But when it's come to entrepreneurs, it could be qualitative interviews or one-on-one interviews with the consumers, potential customers, and stakeholders. Stakeholders can be your supporting partners or business, partners with current business of yours to gather feedback on the product or service impact. Okay, then data collection, use of online survey platforms for ease of data collection and analysis. Everybody is going to make online form and you will request everybody to fill the form. Do not make your form so complicated that we feel tired by filling it. It should not be more than 15 questions. So try to come up with those questions which covers major aspects of understanding. Okay, if it's beyond 2 minutes to fill the form, believe me, people will give biased answer, neutral or completely strongly agree or disagree. The data would be not genuine. Keep it simple and keep it very concise, meaningful questions. Okay, we good here, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfecto.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
now
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
thank you very much. Now we're moving towards reporting. Reporting schedule. Okay, submit interim progress reports every 6 months and final comprehensive report at the end of the project. Look, every organization have their own way to audit their performance. Some do 6 months, some do yearly, some do quarterly. All right. So if you talk about my organizations, I keep it quarterly audit. Why? Because it makes things easier. And if we are lagging somewhere, we fix ourselves there and then. It depends on project to project. All right. So if your project is something like mine, people related, capacity building related, product related, so you have to shorten your progress reports. Keep it quarterly. It will improve your not just analysis and understanding what is missing, but also it will give you a clear picture where to improve. Okay, so there's a difference between having a meeting and submitting the progress report, what you have done, how you have done, what was the end result. If there is a problem, meet up, give your organization members the opportunity to solve the problem within themselves first, and then they reach out to you. Okay, so interim progress report is important. If you are not done so far, do not worry. You can report your progress with the help of social media link for 6 months. Okay, and then we have a format. Okay, for the format, these reports will be include qualitative data and the participants' outcome, qualitative feedback from that means simply in the format, you have to write down each and everything by referring individuals and also mentioning their feedback. Okay, and then according to their feedback, how you have improved yourself and where you have to improve yourself. So keep your proposal very transparent. Simple as that. Okay, and feedback will be used to refine program activities and seek additional funding for the program expansion. Like I've told you, looking at the reports, whatever you get as in feedback, as in data, write in such a way it should be very transparent, very understanding, and we should know why we are expanding or improving our product services or project programs. Okay, are we good here? So basically,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
need to see how much you know your community or market, how much you understand, and also how much you understand where you lag behind. You're not just improving yourself, but you're also improving your quality of deliverance while expanding your idea. Okay, are we good here? Are we good here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so okay, good. So we are moving
Yes,
towards
sister,
very
understood.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, Kasongo.
Mama, I want to ask.
Kasongo.
No, Leah. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you now. Please, you have to be very loud.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask to say, um, most of the donors, so I hear that if they want, they will always fund somebody like some organization which is already in place, like they have already started doing the things, their programs. They are already
Hmm,
into the
hmm,
programs. Yet,
hmm.
your hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Leah.
Can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes, I can hear you, Leah.
Yet, okay. Yet, your organization is just new. You want to start using those funds,
Hmm.
but we hear that they will always fund an organization which is already in place. I don't know, how do you proceed in that situation?
Okay, you have to explain me again. I've missed some part.
Okay, what I'm saying is, we hear that donors will always fund an organization which is already in place, like they've got their programs on the ground. They are doing the things, they are into their programs. Where they got the funds, we don't know. Maybe they had to, I don't know, maybe they had to get some funds from banks or whatsoever. But
Mm-hmm.
you, an organization which is new, and you rely on the funding which is about to be given to you.
Okay.
How do you proceed in that situation?
Okay. Okay. Leah, can I tell you very, very honest answer for that? Look, when I
Mm-hmm,
started in 2021, it was COVID. Understand my journey.
mm-hmm,
I started not just nonprofit organization, I started with money making organization as well. So when you are newbie,
mm-hmm,
please understand, take as much collaboration as you can. Okay?
mm-hmm,
Collaborate,
mm-hmm,
collaborate, and collaborate. Why I'm telling you, I tell everybody, it took me good 1.5 years with immense collaboration to get reputation of my organization. Okay?
mm-hmm,
First, you need to build the
mm-hmm,
reputation. All right.
mm-hmm.
After
Yeah.
building the reputation, okay, now people themselves reach me out to know more what I do, how I work,
Mm-hmm,
what my work is all about. When I explain them, they say, okay, this is one part where our organization is going to seek help for the project
mm-hmm,
because we need to train, we need to build capacity building program on I don't know, XYZ. So could you please help? Can you be part of
mm-hmm,
it? You got it?
mm-hmm,
So for now, like I told you all guys yesterday, please for now,
mm-hmm,
if even if you are newbie, you're learning right
mm-hmm,
now, please do not give up. We have almost 120 individuals with us. Let's collaborate together. Okay?
mm-hmm.
We can definitely
Yes.
collaborate together. Let's build your profile. Let's build your reputation. And after that, you can reach for the higher ground because you will have your past projects, past involvement. As in collaboration, you will have people to talk for you that we have
Okay.
worked with, Leah's organization. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yes.
Let's build that. Once we do that, it takes 1.5 years max. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
are good. You are really good to go. Okay?
Right. Yes. Thank you.
Most welcome, Leah. Ruha Bete?
Ma'am, actually, I want to know about the collaboration part. As what are the grounds on which you do collaboration, so we can understand what are the things we have to discuss with the organization. Like if we are a newbie and we don't
Mm-hmm.
have huge experience, we have a skill set or some sort of knowledge. So how do we
Mm-hmm.
can collaborate with any other mature organization or a big organization? What are the things to think about this?
Okay. Jupiter. Look, Ruha, let me give you one example. Since you are going to be an NGO or NPO, right? Because you're a capacity building programmer for a community. Yes? Yeah?
Okay.
Yes. So let me give you one example. Women Ascension in the beginning, it was just an NPO in Pakistan, and you know that. Understanding my country's situation and how NGOs are actually dealt in Pakistan, I decided one thing. Since this organization is just about to give back, all right, built a community among people who like to give back their time and knowledge for betterment of each other. So I would not put anything related to money. I put my hands up because I don't want to take risks. So this community of administration is to collaborate by exchanging services. Understand one thing? So when I collaborated with different organization, I said, look, these are a set of things I can do. Okay. And these are the sets, I can help you to expand because of my networking. So if you can collaborate, this would be your winning point. And by reaching your community, that would be a winning point because Women Ascension wants to reach people all around the world. That's how we start collaborating. If I talk about money making area, okay, we started in such a way. These are the certain set of skills I have. My company is registered globally in Dubai, in London, in Malaysia. I can give you market access to that if your product and services are up to the training, and I can see up to the leverage of that thing. So we can collaborate and we can have a leverage to exchange the market reach. Okay, so you need to be very transparent when you talk, and you need to jot down everything, document it, whatever you do, please. Because sometimes your partners, your collaborators acts in way different way that they have promised. Okay, so understand when you're collaborating, it's not emotional point, it's not relationship. It is a business deal where you need to manage your words and the policies that you have designed, how your two organizations can collaborate. Okay, yes, Ms. Hida. Okay, for answering Diana, collaboration can be anything where you feel like you need help. Okay, it can be volunteers, you can exchange workforce. Okay, it could be maybe some skills you're not good at, you cannot run certain department, you can just collaborate on that thing. It could be digital marketing, it could be training area, all right? Or it could be help for maybe you don't have access of Zoom Office, or YouTube Live facility, so you can just collaborate in such way where you are missing the reach. So you can just sign and just start working.
Okay, so ma'am, basically you started providing service as a woman essential, and you are giving your knowledge and skill set as a service.
No, Rohab, it's not just me. That's the funny story. I have a set of mentors with me from almost 36 countries. Okay, it includes all 5 continents. So I'm very blessed since the beginning of the beauty of networking. That's why I'm requesting you all to please stay in touch with each other. So I have friends from all color, race, and religion, and they're like family to me, and they're with me in this Women Ascension, and they're expanding Women Ascension's vision with me. You see? So that's the power of networking.
Okay, got it. Like if they need any person to as a speaker, or any person with some certain type of skill set, you provide that person to them.
Hello, Angelina Moyo. Has got a comment. Hello.
Hi.
I've got a comment on collaboration.
Yes, please.
And really, you have explained that if you don't have funding, your NGO has not yet started, and you don't have money, you can collaborate. In other countries, it's a workable point. But in countries like Malawi, even volunteers, they need something. You can be, for an example, I'm doing school health and nutrition program. It means I'm supposed to go to a school where I'm going to assess children. It means I'm supposed to have other people who is going to help me. And he said, it's very far from where we are staying. It means there is need that you can have lunch allowance. So you can need to have collaboration, but your friends cannot accept because they're saying that there is no lunch allowance. So we are going very far. How are we going to work very far without anything? Yet it is a tough job. So in Malawi, it becomes a problem in terms of collaboration. So I don't know how are we going to be helped, because most of the NGOs really, the funding already, those were already in progress. So that is it, and that is a problem we are facing in a country like Malawi in terms of collaboration.
I have one solution for you if you can work on that. It's simply, if you know any oil company in your country, if you know any businessman who deals with petrol stations, gas stations, you should reach them out for CSR activity and they can fund you for transportation. You have to reach them out.
Hello, like
Can
in
you-
Malawi, like I'm working under Minister of Health,
Mhm.
and this time they're having problems in terms of transport. They don't have the money. They can have a car which is readily available, but they need that you are supposed to fill the tank for fuel for transportation. So, and most of the time, in my case, I've
Mhm.
been just visiting nearby schools and one out, and my friends cannot collaborate with me just because there is no lunch allowance, yet it is a tough job. So that is a problem in Malawi. Thank you.
It has a solution. If you need fuel, all right, you need to find companies who are running fuel, okay, and then you have to reach with them with the proposal, have a meeting one-on-one, make them explain. Every company, my dear, has CSR department. They are bound to give back. So you need to analyze how many oil company do you have in your country, and you have to take out time and you have to do extra effort so that they can take the responsibility to build the community by giving you some liter of fuel as promised. You know what I mean? So you need to have meetings with them. You need to reach them out.
Hello, can you increase your voice? I'm failing to understand. I should meet what for support of fuel?
No, my dear. For example, you have a ride. You said you don't have enough fuel to reach them out. Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
they don't
So you
have
need
fuel.
to, yes. So you need to reach out companies who are dealing with fuel in the market. The oil companies, they have CSR department. It's a must. Okay. So you can go with your proposal. You can say that this is your fuel consumption and you need how much they can support you in that. So every company has a limit. So they will provide you according to their, capacity. They will provide you some fundings, or maybe in the form of fuel, they will provide you fuel card or something. You can just get it for free. In Pakistan, we have Shell, PSO, even in UAE, Shell is doing really good. So you need to understand which oil company it has a CSR department, what CSR department, and who is running the CSR department, and you have to make appointment to that person with your proposal in hand.
I see.
Okay. So that means you don't need money from them. You need just a fuel card from them so that you can fill the fuel. Okay, to reach certain community. Okay.
I get.
Yes. It's very much doable.
Thank you.
Most welcome.
Thank you, Nana.
Ruhab, have we finished the conversation?
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Good. Okay. So we have now Miss Heather.
So from what I got when you were explaining something to Miss Techno, you are basically saying that we have to go even to private business owners to get funding.
Yes. Only the business community and the multinational companies, they are obliged by international rule. So when you are working in certain community, you need to give back to that community. Okay, CSR, we call it CSR. You can Google it. They're obliged. They have to do. Okay, so once you know exactly what is your gap, for what you're writing proposal, what things you need, all right? So you will prepare your proposal accordingly for certain company, and then you will have a conversation with them. Okay, and they will provide you that thing that you're looking for according to their capacity.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Leah? Leah? You're raising hand. Okay, so okay, I'll come up with the workshop, Zendel, for the CSR, how to reach them out. Let's plan this after 15 to 20 days. Okay, Zendel? But for that, I need to see your proposal that I've taught you in these 2 days. Please work on this, and I will not only teach you to reach your national grounds, but also international grounds. But you need to do the homework before reaching that workshop. Okay, that's my promise. I will take out and time, and I will just conduct these 2 webinars with you guys. That's my promise. Okay? Okay, we have Mambi Emmanuel.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. How easy is it for Christian-based organizations to get funding, or maybe to have donors come on board? And if it's easy, do you know any organizations that specifically fund Christian-based organizations?
There are many on ground, Emmanuel. I think after class, I'm going to send you that link. Okay?
All right, I'll be grateful.
I will definitely do that. Okay,
All
so
right.
if we have no questions regarding this part, can you move towards the second part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good. That's good. Okay. Okay, now we're moving towards sustainability plan. Okay. It covers future funding, revenue generation, long-term impact. So like it says, simply, it talks about how your facilitators can in line with your future mission and objectives. Simply, okay? So again, by explaining that in the end of this project, what will be the output, okay, and how the output could benefit the donors as well as the community, okay? Understand one thing, if you're doing collaboration, if you're seeking for donors or investors and donors, either they need profit, expansion in wealth, all right, in the form of money, number 2, or they need networking. If it's capacity building program, they need to know the community word, they need to expand their networking. So you need to justify your words according to that, okay? And also, you need to make sure the organization that you're reaching out, okay? You need to highlight, especially what are the things that you need from that organization. If you're going to write only one proposal and you're going to send it to many organizations, so in the end, you need to highlight that we need only these things from you. How you can facilitate us, as for the above things, we have reached out for such an organization. So please, can you accommodate on certain things? Okay, so you need to show your words like this. Okay, are we good here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, if you're saying yes, I trust you guys. Okay, now budgeting, please. Javeria, yes? Javeria?
Yeah,
You
ma'am.
too?
Ma'am,
Yes, Peter.
Question.
if, uh,
Hello, I don't get you. May you come back again?
Okay. Which part you don't get?
ma'am, can I speak?
Hello?
Let her speak first. Javeria, bete. Please, could you please tell me which part you don't understand?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
I've been hearing of the corporate social responsibility, and I've always had problems understanding how an organization gets accountable when it concerns corporate social responsibility. Please, ma'am, can you guide me on how I can be accountable to make sure what I'm carrying out is beneficial to my community.
Okay, all right, why not? Mary, for example, you are running a tea shop, a coffee shop, for example, a coffee house, okay? So you are getting profit from the consumers. Yes. So that means you are taking and you're building quality of life with the help of consumers and by giving them the quality. Okay. But still, you have the upper hand in a way, you have the capability to make things better and make things work for you. You have that understanding. All right. So what we expect from such individuals who are leading profit organization, that they should help to build the community by giving back. So if you have a coffee shop, all right, you can even help in education, maybe skills development program. You can just provide them, either in the form of your training services, skill building program, or you can fund any company who is in collaboration with you, whom you trust a lot, that they can work for you in promoting skills building program in any way. So you need to give back. So if you're giving back, so you are in good books. And if you are in good books, your company is going to survive for long in the eyes of government or international, policymakers. So you have to show how much you're giving back if you're taking back, taking something from society. Okay, so that's the whole story. Are we good here, Mary?
Yes, yes. My another question is, how do you get accountable with that? What do you need to, how do you get an accountability partner or somebody that can hold you accountable if you're not if you really want to do something, but in the course of the thing you don't do it because maybe your funds get short or something happens. We never know what happens with projects.
Okay, if it shuts down, if you're not making profit, all right, so you're not accountable because you're at loss and you're trying to survive. That's different story. Okay, so I know many individuals as well whose organizations were at loss, but they were showing up by giving free training programs, and in that way, he or she was promoting his or her company and marketing his or her company. So it's actually CSR is not good for just for the society, but it's good for the image of company as well, because you can promote your company to the market. Okay. So if you are not doing good, reach people or where you can just speak even for free. Show your face, share your knowledge, even for 15 minutes, it's enough. Just contribute, give back, give back. There are many ways to contribute.
Okay.
Leah, you're raising hand.
Hello, Angelina Moyo. I need to comment on the point of that the business should be accountable in the community where she's doing. Another thing which she is supposed to do is that she should improve the services, how she can take it by making active advertisement of your product. I can give an example. I've been one of the people, long-reach distributor on different products. And I had no shop, but I was able to move and advertise, speak good about that product. And where I went, it was a place where they don't know about long-reach. And people, they were able to know about long-reach and they were able to buy it. So in terms of to be accountable about your business in your area, you are supposed to improve your service. You are supposed to make people know about your products, about your business, and being cheerful to them. And whenever they've got questions, they ask you, you are supposed to explain properly so that these people, they should know about whatever you are doing in that community. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your input. All right, I'm moving towards Ms. Javeria. Javeria, bete, we were in between some conversation and we lost it.
Yeah, ma'am. So I have two questions. Basically, one
Yes.
is about the sustainability plan.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're writing a proposal for the first time
Mm-hmm.
to a company for collaboration or fund or for grant, so do we need to add that sustainability plan because it was our first time and we don't have prior experience of any kind of collaboration
Mm-hmm.
that you like mentioned it.
Yes.
Secondly, like there are three. What I understood from you is that there are three types of proposals.
Mm-hmm.
One is for funding, and another is for collaboration. So, do we need to uh, do we need to write our proposal according to the proposal? Like there are chapters in the proposal. Huh? So, do we need to write it accordingly, like, or just we
Okay.
need to add each and every
Okay.
chapter?
Okay. Javeria, bete, whenever you're writing a proposal for the
Yeah.
donor or for the investor itself, it's for partnershiping. If they accept the
Okay.
proposal, that is for collaboration. Either way. Okay. But
Okay.
you're doing collaboration in the form of you need a helping hand to expand. Okay. So
Okay.
there's no need to mold anything. Just you need to write the right words under each heading. And you don't need to give headings of these things
Okay.
as well. You need to just make sure these informations are mentioned over there. Every steps up thoroughly,
Oh,
very clear to them. Okay. So this proposal itself is for collaboration and partnershiping. And this sustainability plan, even you don't have anything you have done for last six months, so you need to be very open to them. You say that in this project, what we or you are looking for is that continuous partnershiping or grant, maybe support, so that I can uh, expand this program for the next 2 years as well. It depends on the
okay.
collaboration. So, in sustainability plan, we need to see your future plan when the program
Okay.
will
So
end.
what we need
What?
to do is to share them our long-term goal. Is it what you're trying to say?
Okay, yes. For example, Javiria, you said
Yeah.
you have a training program for
Yeah.
the kids to involve them towards farming or vegetations, yes, and then you will
Yeah.
buy vegetables from them or fruits from them, and you're going to sell it. Yes. So what you're going to say that
Yes,
you
ma'am.
want to expand this idea towards the area where education is not available. You want to reach the class where they need skills to sustain their lives. All right.
Exactly.
So
So,
you
ma'am, I need to share something. So what I did
yes
is that I targeted the government school and
yes
I gave them the session and linked with them. But the thing that I haven't done is that I haven't met with their parents, but I've met the kids and like gave them training for that. So that that I covered like that part. And the second thing that my target audience is about also underprivileged women and their children in our community. Like they could be our home home cleaners and like homemaids, and we can target them. So that's my idea, and I feel like they can learn and like they can learn urban gardening as
mhm.
well as they can they can earn from them, so they can
Okay.
eagerly.
Okay, Javier. So that you could write this in the sustainability plan. First, you will reach the academic ground, and then you want to expand on these areas. And when you're going to show your future aspects as well, so it would be a win-win ground for you and them to understand if your program goes successful, they might be interested to extend hands with you. So
Okay.
this is good. This is good. Yes, Dr. Agnes.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, Beta. Dr. Agnes. Dr. Agnes, I cannot hear you. Okay, Ruhab Bete? No, Dr. Agnes is here.
Can you get me now, please?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone, and thank you so much, Mama, for the presentation. It is brilliant, and I must applaud you for this initiative. Please, I am sorry, I have to take us back to collaboration. When
Yes,
I heard
please.
of how Women Ascension has collaborated and it has gone to 5 continents, I am so overwhelmed. And please, I would just like to ask the techniques of collaboration which you do use in order for you to get to these continents which you work with. Thank you.
Great. Dr. Agnes, I had and have a genuine network with me. So people I work with, I never leave them behind. I stay in touch with them, not regularly, but I stay in touch with them. Your past colleague and your future network is I expect is very important. Then LinkedIn is the key. My whole organization is successful because of LinkedIn. So you need to work on your LinkedIn profile. You need to reach people whose profile is close to your, vision. You need to reach people. You need to connect with them. And after connecting with them, start conversation, have one-on-one conversation with them. And this will lead you to build the right network you're looking for. And this is exactly what I did. No sugarcoating. It took time, but I'm content where I am right now. So just reach people out. Whatever you do, take LinkedIn very seriously and Twitter. Stay there and just improve profile, reach people out. Yes, Ruha Beta.
So, okay, so ma'am, in sustainability part, I just read there this thing about revenue
Yes.
generation. So, is it necessary in NPOs?
No, it's not necessary. It's not necessary for every organization. It's not necessary at all. But
So, like, how will we continue our?
Yes, but understand one thing, but your donor would like to see you that, okay, how are you going to sustain your organization? This funding is just for one time. How are you going to sustain your organization? How are you going to take care of your expenses? So are you going to keep asking for money, or are you going to come up with an idea which can sustain your organization, but for the expansion of the dire need, you can take help from the supporting partners. Understand one thing, Bete, the activities I'm doing right now, I can self-sustain myself because the CSR fund from my organization, I give it back to the community on the continuous basis. Okay, so what is your supporting hand? Do you have a side business from where you can take out money to take care of your expenses? Or do you have any other mechanism where you can generate enough, money to sustain the daily expenses of your organization? That's why I've added this part, because some of the organization, they are just an organization to give back. They're NPO or NGOs. So for their sustainability, they have to come up with the programs. Even your learning program is for like $3, $4, maybe $1. I don't know, but you should get something, so that amount can help you to sustain your organization. But it's not profit making, but it's genuine, amount to just sustain your organization and to give back to the community. Understand one thing. So sustainability plan is very important. Okay, Ruha?
Okay, so ma'am, like, so we can deliver the empowerment workshops as free in starting by the fundings of donor. Then we will charge a small amount in next batches
A bit better,
for the
Ruha, you can do
sustainability.
one thing. When you reach the university, you can say that you will charge 100 rupees from, if it's Pakistan, right? 100 rupees from each individual. for the cost. The program cost in such and such, but you're charging only 100 rupees from per participants because of our collaboration. All right, so you can take out the genuine expense that the organization is bearing. Okay, so if you're keeping everything for free, you can keep it for very short term. But your donor or investor would be looking to the aspect. This is just one-time investment. On a long run, how are you going to sustain yourself? They need to understand this as well. Because understand one thing, nobody would like, that continuous knock on the door that we need help. We need someone who are helping themselves, but they need help in expanding to the higher reach, to the higher ground, to the higher quality, not for the basic needs. So here, where we feel like the leaders are not truly leaders, they're genuinely, someone who are looking for something. Here, the image of the leadership shatters. You know what I'm talking about? So understand this aspect as well.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Okay, beta. Okay, beta. Yes, Mawaka. After Mawaka, it's Mary, and then what's in it? Yes, Mawaka.
Hi, doctor. How are you?
I'm doing great, Mawaka.
Thank you. So I just wanted to ask really on sustainability plan. Say I'm a startup and I do have a plan that is in line with the sustainability arrangement, but I don't have the funds to, let's say, to pilot it. But this is something that I have already drafted and I want to do in line with what my brand stands for under the fashion brand. So is it, am I supposed to only put it in the proposal if there've been results already of the sustainability plan, or even before it's initiated, but I have something down of what I want to do or what I want to do under social corporate responsibility in the company, in my company? So I don't know if I made it clear.
For the business, Mawaka, understand one thing. If your daily sale is like 100 units per month, okay, so what is your profit margin right now? Okay, and from that profit margin, how much you have saved a certain ratio, certain percentage as a backup money to support your organization expenses.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to understand that.
Okay.
Okay, and Mawaka, I think after the session, I'm not sure about tonight, but from tomorrow, let's have one-on-one session. Anybody have a question on the WhatsApp group? Let's have a conversation and let's have one-on-one meeting in which I can explain you exactly what you need to do. Because every project is unique. Every step is unique. So you have to think accordingly. Okay?
All right.
So
thank you so much.
yes, after this proposal, definitely we are meeting for a one-on-one meeting. Okay? Anyone who have queries, I will definitely take out time. No worries for that.
Thank you, doctor.
Oh, most
Thank
welcome,
you.
Mawaka. Most welcome. Okay, now we have Miss Mary.
Yes. My question is, if you're a first timer, because being a first timer is always a very big problem. You don't know where to go. You don't know how to start. You don't even know the right organizations to go to and how to even write funding and all of that. Now we have learned how to write funding, but as a first timer, what will you tell yourself if in the years before? What will you tell yourself? Like, how do you keep motivated in getting proposals written and getting funders?
Okay. If you trust me, if you trust my profile, Mary, I'm going to give you very honest advice. Give yourself 3 months, 90 days. Just write this proposal. And tonight, please come up with your digital existence in LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you want. Build your digital presence for your organization that you aim to write fund. Okay? Start looking for collaborations. If you cannot find a collaboration, I'm always there to help you, because I know a group of individuals who are genuinely looking for collaboration to genuine work. Okay? So if you trust me, I will definitely lead you towards those individuals. You have to come up not just with this completion of proposal, but also different activities under your vision. So try to keep at least one activity under your organization in the form of collaboration, or even your self-started webinar XYZ. Just show your work. You need to post once in a week anything related to your project idea. If you do that, and also if you reach people out as a newbie, they will see that you are progressing, you are working, you are genuine. All right, you will definitely get a room where people would listen to you for collaboration. Okay?
Great, great. Thank you very much.
Most welcome. Most welcome. What's the name?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, what's the name? Good afternoon, what's the name? How are you?
Good. We're in the middle of a traffic jam, but we are following. Thank you. You said earlier that you are free for one-on-one sessions. So I think my patient needs a one-on-one. I'll contact you. I don't want to take much of your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Patsanai. Thank you very much. All right, Ms. Heather.
Okay, thank you so very much. I just wanted to know if you are open to everyone. You said if there's a proposal, are we free to send to you directly?
Yes, you can send me on WhatsApp, and please give me some time to go through it. And when we meet one-on-one, I will explain you everything. Would that be okay?
Yes.
And I will also share you my calendar with you guys. You can book the one-on-one meeting with me. Okay? Are we good here, everyone?
Okay, ma'am. If it's possible, may you please share the samples that you used when you first had maybe proposal for collaboration, so that we can just see how
yes, why
we
not?
can go about
Okay.
drafting those proposals.
Done. I can do that.
Thank
you. Most welcome. Okay, so are we good with sustainability plan, in which we need to see what you're going to do in future? What are your future plans and how you're going to sustain yourself? Are we good here? Can you move towards budgeting?
Yes, Doc.
Perfecto. Okay. So this is budgeting. Okay, so in budgeting, you need to sit down with clear mind, and you need to look from step 1 to the last step. What are the materials? What are the forces you're going to use to execute your plan? You need to make a complete operational plan in one site. And after looking at operational plan, you need to jot down what are the things that you require to run those operations, that plan. And after that, you need to look where you need help in terms of investment or funding. So you cannot just say that I need this. You need to first come up with your operational plan. How are you going to execute that idea? So when you write each step till the end, from day 1 to day 10, or maybe day 1 itself, so you will know exactly how you're going to execute the plan and what are the requirements to execute that plan. And then you can jot down what are the things you need and where you need help. And after doing that, you need to just write in a very simple word. Do not complicate accounting, please. Accounting is not complicated. Accounting was very complicated when I was reading in undergrad and my postgrad. Oh my God, it's very complicated. When I jump into the business world, it's easy. Why it's easy? You just write down the variable, the element, and also you just write it down. What do you need for what you need, and you write the cost. And what is the current position of that money? Simple. So just keep it simple. so that when we read it, we understand. Okay? Are we good here, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just please keep it simple, which is understandable by you, which if you can understand how the money is being, operated, where the money is being used, where it was used, if it's understandable by you, you can explain us very well and we can understand. Are we good here? Are we good here?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody?
ma'am.
Yes.
I know it's really boring. I'm going to make it short. All right, then it's appendixes. And this side, please refer, whatever you're quoting facts and everything, you need to just write from where, from what. You need to just write down the details. Okay? Your reasoning, that means your facts, your data, XYZ, just refer it over here. Okay? Of anything you're explaining, you just need to just show what you're explaining about. Okay? That's it. Okay, now I'm going to stop live streaming so that we can have conversation, informal conversation.